Hello from Epcot. So today is the very final day of the Flower and Garden Festival, and I wanted to come to Epcot to get some dinner tonight. It is also Memorial Day, so it might be a little bit busier. The sun is going to be setting very soon, so hopefully I'll get a nighttime view of the new Communicore Hall. I also adjusted some settings with my Holy Land Lark M2 lavalier microphone, so hopefully that improves the audio quality, and if not, I will still tinker around with it. Right now I have the audio recording levels, the gain set to 1. So hopefully that improves this lavalier microphone and it's not too loud. It was very blown out, which hopefully that's not too quiet. I can adjust the gain and make it a little bit louder just in case though. Sometimes when it's particularly busy, people park cars in the grass over here next to the bus station. We've done that before and it was actually really convenient. On the off chance that the audio is too quiet, this is what it originally sounded like, and then this is what it sounds like after I corrected the gain to make it a little bit louder, just if you're curious, but I'll still try to do better with this audio stuff. All right, I made it through security and I'm heading into Epcot now for my final trip to the Flower and Garden Festival and the final day of the festival, which is long concluded by the time that I've uploaded this video, without a doubt. This will be my last time getting to see the Asha topiary here at the entrance of Epcot for the Flower and Garden Festival, which I was impressed by this. There are a lot of flowers. I don't remember all of these flowers being in bloom. And then just like the fiber optics of the wish star, just sort of going through all the tree branches back here. This will be interesting to see how my voice sounds next to the water here, but I think I'm just heading straight to a food booth. I am starving. It would have been cool to meet some characters over in the Celebration Gardens, but I think they have concluded meets and greets. Of course, I have to start my visit at the mirror wall. Here you can see how much more of a simplistic microphone this is, just on the camera as opposed to just a mounted microphone with a mic wind muff on it. Spaceship Earth is a 15-minute wait right now, which you would have thought would have been a little bit more of a wait because it's Memorial Day. I still enjoy this so much. I was so used to the walls being here, and now to just be able to freely walk around the World Celebration Gardens is incredible. So this had planters in front of it for the longest time. It has almost like the geodesic sphere triangle design, but also not at all. With little pieces missing, as if these are speakers or almost lights, which that's right behind the Walt the Dreamer statue. And I'm just heading, I think I'll head over here actually to go to the food booth that I want to go to. We still have not been able to see this show yet, so we need to come back and prioritize that before it's not around anymore. So the food booth that I want to go to is one that we have not gone to this festival, which is over on the other side of Communicore Hall. Which, speaking of, the lights of Communicore Hall have been lit and it looks really cool apparently at night. I don't think that we've walked over here while it was daylight out over by Communicore Hall. So this is the walkway that connects the land over to Mission Space, pretty much World Nature with World Discovery. What is sort of disappointing is that pretty much right here, leading into what used to be Innoventions, there used to be just plaques on the ground dedicated to different scientists and innovators. That is now obviously gone. There's still some walls up here on either side of Communicore Hall. That might take a minute to get used to. But I'm heading around the corner over here to this food booth. This opens in 2 weeks too, which is just phenomenal, just because Epcot has just been walls for 5 years. So this is the booth I'm going to, and there will always be that conversation about what this should or could have been. But as long as we're getting something new, I'm excited. I just want to complete Epcot. For it being the final day of Flower and Garden, the flower bed here around World Celebration is what it's named now. It still looks really good. This is right over by the jumping water fountains. Over there, the Imagination Pavilion, and I think I might get everything on the menu. And when I said I wanted to get everything on the menu, I literally got everything on the menu that I could have gotten, and I need to find a place to eat this somewhere because there are no places to sit over here, just a few tables. So I walked all the way from over there to over here, heading into the World Showcase, which I don't know if I'm going to be going into the World Showcase yet, but this is where I found a spot to eat. This is the grilled warm lobster tail with key lime butter, and then this is the cubanita with mojo marinated pork belly, ham Swiss cheese, pickles, and stone ground mustard sauce. And then this is the Florida Strawberry Shortcake. And then I got this. This is the Cucumber Watermelon Slushy. So I got everything from the Florida Fresh booth. That was all delicious. And the sun is starting to set, so I'm heading over to Test Track to go to Farmer's Feast. So that's where I ate my food, way down there. And then I got it down by the end of that wall. And you can sort of see the flower arrangement here on the water as the sun is setting. And I'm heading through the promenade and then over towards, I guess, the Odyssey. This might be the last time that I see the Encanto planter here. It's very popular though, so I'm sure it'll return next year. Spaceship Earth just illuminated over there. So that's how you know it's getting dark at Epcot. Just this time of day where Spaceship Earth is lit up, but it's still light outside. It's just, I don't know, it's one of my favorite times of day to be able to be here at Epcot, especially up in World Celebration. Apparently during the weekend they gave out peanut butter jelly Uncrustables over here, so I am a little bit bummed that I missed out on that. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that peanuts aren't actually nuts because they ripen inside a pod? Like peas or beans, they're technically legumes. So peanuts are technically a vegetable. I don't know if I wanted to know that. So I'm walking through this beautiful garden of peanut butter and jelly facts over here to go to the Farmer's Feast booth. This is the booth that does change what they have, I guess, at the booth. Just the food and drink offerings, just depending on the time of year that it is. I feel like it's only fair if I read the peanut fact that I read the jelly fact. Did you know that grapes are actually berries? In fact, they're more a berry than blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries, which technically aren't berries at all. Ooh, I learned something new about peanuts and berries. So I said that I was going over by the Odyssey, but I think I'm just going to cut across over here behind the flowers over on this side of World Celebration. I still don't see the lights over here at... Oh no, I totally do. I see the lights on at Communicore Hall. I'm gonna go check that out. I don't have a lot of time, but I really wanted to see this. So it looks like the lights on Communicore Hall match the lights here, sort of in the center plaza of World Celebration, which presumably also matched Spaceship Earth. This is the Mickey and Friends meet and greet area that's going to be opening again in about 2 weeks with the rest of Communicore Hall. This is cool. I'm gonna go around the other side. You can also sort of see some flags up here because this is going to be the Outdoor Encanto show. All right, this is cool. The lights go all the way down there to World Nature and wrap around the entirety of the building here. It looks like, at least on this side, and it does seem to match up again with the lights here. So I wonder what that's going to look like with fireworks. And then there's this area, which I still don't quite understand, but I appreciate the effort. But I am hungry. I need to get some food. I'm heading over to Farmer's Feast. I really quickly checked the menu, but whatever they have, I'm going to be okay with it. Also, the lights of Communicore Hall and this main plaza area match up with the lights over here as well, which I knew that these coordinated with Spaceship Earth. So I'm just excited to see what this all looks like. This is just one massive project that's finally coming to fruition. So this is Test Track. This is going to be closing on June 17th to be completely changed to a new version. Test Track 3.0. This is Test Track 2.0, and then there was the Test Track 1.0 that I never got to experience. So this is going to be closing in less than 3 weeks, or about 3 weeks from now. By the time this video is uploaded, it will definitely be less than 3 weeks. I don't know, I don't want to say that I'm going to miss this because I don't really care for Test Track, just with the Tron aesthetic that it has that now is over at Magic Kingdom and much better. But I'm excited to see what they change with it. I'm definitely very excited, just considering the concept art that they shared, just to see what changes about this and just how long this ride is going to go down while they refurbish it. Which I will come back and ride this, definitely with Brennan. I'm considering tonight, the park closes in about half an hour from now, and I could hop in line for the single rider line. But I'm here tonight for the food festival because it's, again, the very final day of the food festival. Whatever's happening on Spaceship Earth is absolutely beautiful. Right now it is completely rainbow. But I'm going to Farmer's Feast again for the 1000th time. Well, that was one of the longest detours that I've taken to get over here, but I'm going to check out the menu, what they have now. So what they have on the menu right now is grilled street corn on the cob, seared pork tenderloin, and then peach galette, and I am getting the seared pork tenderloin. These are the different menus that they've had here just throughout the festival. So they had the early bloom menu, the springtime menu, and now they're on the summer solstice menu. So this is a pretty small portion, but this is the seared pork tenderloin with corn risotto, arborio rice, and roasted bell pepper sauce. And I'm just going to eat this really quickly, and then I think maybe head towards the World Showcase. I definitely want to go over to the topiary over here on the other side of the Odyssey. So the topiary over in Mexico is Dante from Coco, and apparently it has projection mapping on it. I think I'm okay with the citrus blossom booth inside the Odyssey building. I do appreciate they change the space over as often as they do. It's always just very impressive and cute. Making an announcement right now. I want to go over to this topiary. 15 minutes till the fireworks. So the topiary is just right over here in the little garden. And it is not lit up. I feel lied to. Why, Dante and Miguel from Disney Pixar's Coco? So that is sort of a bummer, but now we need to try to find a place to spend the final 15 or so minutes of my evening tonight because I don't really want to compete with the crowds watching Luminous. So I'm back over by the Citrus Blossom because I want to get one more drink and then I think over to Test Track. So I got the key lime wine slush. That trash can is talking right now, but I have 5 minutes to get in line for Test Track if I want to ride it. I did not really anticipate riding Test Track tonight, but I don't really have anything else I'd rather do, and this is going to be my final nighttime ride on this, even though it won't really matter because the outdoor portion is presumably not changing at all. I have 3 minutes to get in line, so myself and Brennan will come back to ride this probably during the daytime before it closes. Cars go by right above the track, that's not going to change, but pretty much all of the queue is going to change. and then the indoor portion of the ride, and then absolutely the section of the queue where you design your own car. And I pretty much made it to the very front of the line, single rider. Okay, made it to the load platform, getting into the car. Now that took like, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes.
Hello. The seatbelt check is around the corner. For your safety, remain seated with your seatbelt fastened in your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. And please supervise children.
Monitoring road surface.
Connecting to OnStar.
Commencing SimCar off-road and extreme weather sequence. Scanning SimCar for optimal eco-efficiency. Engaging EcoScan for aerodynamic efficiency. Drive systems analysis. Hyperspectral imaging in progress. Calculating total enviro impact. Commencing responsiveness test.
Okay, the responsiveness data is now being synchronized.
Automated driving technology verified and active. Automated crash avoidance technology disengaged.
Here comes the final test.
Energizing for power test.
This concludes your performance testing. You'll be able to see how your Chevrolet custom concept vehicle designs compared with the SimCar after you disembark.
There go the cars for the seatbelt check. That's pretty cool. See that? I'm hoping that this post-show situation improves just with the new overlay, refurbishment of this. I know the cars are pretty cool and it's still going to be like car-centric with the sponsor. But a lot of these games need to be updated, I think. But at the same time, they're pretty nostalgic, definitely. And I do need to buy a car. Maybe I should just buy a car here. At the same time, all of these cool like photo opportunities are always very cool. I haven't taken a photo in front of them in a long time, but back in my college days. So I think Luminous is still happening for like another few minutes. I think the finale is happening right now, which this was really cool to see from Test Track. So the fireworks are over and I'm heading through Creations to the World Celebration Gardens. Or I thought I was. Look at this shirt. I love that shirt. Okay, I'm getting the shirt because I like it. And then I'm also getting this cup because I've wanted this cup for forever. All right, so I got my merchandise and I'm heading outside over to the gardens. Oh, there we go. There used to be such chaos with the park exit at the end of the night just because of the walls over here. And now it's just much more opened up. So this is what I was really excited to see. The rainbow lights of the center planter here of Celebration Gardens and then a Communicore Hall. This looks gorgeous. It's going to be a little bit backlit, but I absolutely love what they did with Communicore Hall. I hope to spend so much time over there. Maybe not meeting the characters every single time that I come to Epcot, but just whatever else is in that building, just a place to relax and get some air conditioning. We have needed that at Epcot for a very long time. Passing by the Walt statue over here and the lights in the ground. And there's Spaceship Earth. You can hear the fireworks for Magic Kingdom going off right now too. It might have been the first time or one of very few times that I've only ever spent my entire Epcot trip just in World Celebration or Future World. Cast members are waving goodnight over there. That's cute. So yeah, that was a very quick trip to Epcot. My hat is backwards because I rode Test Track, hopefully not for the last time, but we'll see. That was a fun final trip to the Flower and Garden Festival, though I did work today, so I was only able to come for a couple hours, but when I remembered that today was the last day, I knew that I needed to make one more trip because I like to have those sorts of punctuations to festivals. I don't really know if these are fiber optics, but just the lights going through the trees, I really did enjoy that addition to just the topiary. But I'm looking forward to a festival-less Epcot because it's been a while since there hasn't been a festival at Epcot. Now we can sort of focus on just the new summer editions. I feel like I barely went to Epcot tonight, even though I went to multiple booths and got food that I wanted to get, and I rode Test Track, and I got to see the Luminous fireworks, even though I was only here for like an hour and a half. That's how I always think about making videos, is the alternative is just me going home and just eating some leftover food at home or something from the freezer. So at least I could go somewhere fun and have some unique food that I didn't get to get this festival. Fortunately, because I did get here so late, I don't need to take the tram because I parked relatively close. Our next Epcot trip should be for the opening of Communicore Hall, which I think is going to be June 10th. I don't know if we're going to be here on the opening day for that, but just whenever we are able to be there. The fireworks were just happening right over there for Spaceship Earth, Magic Kingdom. So thank you for coming with me to Epcot for the final night of the Flower and Garden Festival. I did not review any food because it's subjective, and then also by the time that I upload this, the festival will have been over for an entire week. So what's the point? But I did get to get some food tonight. I got to ride a ride, I got to get some fun merchandise, and I got to see the fireworks. It was a great night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.